So let's talk about edit player for a second, because this is my specialty. This is what I want to see after I've edited hundreds of players over the course of this year. So first thing I want to see come back, well, actually, it's not going to be a return. It'd be the first time that they did this, but stance socks in NBA 2K16. So if you didn't know, stance socks are the official sock of the NBA now. This is kind of recent. So these are the socks that Klay Thompson, D Wade wear, and they have like the pictures of the NBA legends on them. So if they added stance socks, that would be so sick. They go so far with sneakers and everything like that. Why not throw in some stance socks? You know, they have some cool designs that maybe you could show off on the park. So yeah, why not add some stance socks? Also, be able to edit generic socks for home and away. That should be easy. Maybe I want to wear black socks at home and white socks away. That's a very easy fix right there. They had that in like 2K11. Like, come on now. And also, I want to have shoe updates that are customizable. Now, you've seen that a lot of the updated shoes that they've done, you can't add them on yourself. Like the Kobe 10 All-Stars, you can't equip those on your My Player, and you can't customize them either. So I want to be able to do both of those things. If they're going to add shoes to the game, make them available to everybody and make them able to be edited by everybody. Next thing I want to see, and this kind of goes along with what I'm going to talk about later, and this is kind of, okay, let me just say, it's shoes to give players bonus attributes. Now, this is kind of going to coincide with player loyalty rewards that I want to talk about, but remember back in 2K11 they had all the Jordan sneakers and they'd give you bonus attributes. I feel like the more you play the game, the more you should unlock things. Like, just playing the game in general should help you unlock things to make your player or whatever better. Maybe you should, I don't know, get something to improve your player. And even the player loyalty rewards, players that have, you know, some save from 2K15, give them a pair of sneakers to start that have bonus attributes already. At least give them something for being a loyal fan. So that's one thing that I want to see. You know, they could go about it a number of different ways, but I want to see some kind of player loyalty reward and some kind of attribute bump with, I don't know, sneakers. That's one way to do it. Next thing I want to see, this one's kind of easy. They just clearly omitted this from 2K15 for some reason, but tattoos and headbands on created players. I don't know why they would take that out. More hairstyles, they're going to get these things a lot. Created player height should be as high as any player in the game. Now, I'm not saying this should be for your My Player. I'm saying this should be for that create a player. So, like, if I want to create Yao Ming, I can't do that because the highest height is 7'2". But if you're making a My Player for your My Career, I think the cap height should be 7'2". But at least for edit player, I want to be able to make Yao Ming, who's 7'6". So I can't even do that right now. That kind of sucks. Next thing I want to see, player DNA on 2K Share. Now, if you don't know what that was, I remember it being in 2K13. I don't know if it was in current gen 2K. Well, not current gen. I don't know if it was in last gen 2K14. But player DNA is basically, so all the players that I've done, you wouldn't have to create them yourself if you're on Xbox. I could just upload the player DNA and you could download that player. So if I took, you know, Steve Francis, I can upload it to 2K Share under my gamer tag, and then you could just download it rather than you having to create the player yourself. So I don't know why they took that out of 2K Share, but I want to do that. And actually, you know what? I do know why they did take it out, because I'm pretty sure people had cyber faces of players that weren't even in the game. And I used to do that all the time. I used to download players that weren't in the game, and then I'd give them their right attributes. So I think that's why they took it out. Next thing I want to see, customizable hotspots on players. Now, I'm pretty sure they're going to do this. They're going to revamp hotspots, because I saw Ronnie2K actually tweet Kirk Goldsberry. And if you know Kirk Goldsberry, I've used his charts in a few of my videos. He does like the hotspot charts. So I saw Ronnie2K, you know, hit him up on Twitter. So hopefully there's going to be some addition with hotspots in NBA 2K16. I have some hope for that after seeing that. Next thing, do not take out player signatures. So, Steve Nash, he's retiring, but that doesn't mean you have to take out his signature. I know they've taken out a few. They've taken out the Yao Ming signature that was in like 2K12, maybe even 2K13. They took those out, and I don't know why they would do that. It just gives players more customization, more options, so just don't take out player signatures. They even had the Steve Nash layup at one time, but they took that out as well. They should add some new ones as well. So John Wall's 360 layup, I think, is one. Curry's floater high off the glass, the scoop layup kind of thing, they should add that as well. But they got him in a mocap session, which I was praying that they do because, they couldn't get a shot right. He has a unique blend of skills, and that high scoop shot that he does, they got to add that because that's so sick. And also, the last thing I have is choose the roster that you want to use for blacktop mode, because they don't let you do that. And before, I know in 2K13 I could do that, and I could, have created players play on the blacktop, and that was pretty cool. So one more thing I forgot is different body types. So when you change the weight of an edited player in NBA 2K, the body does not change at all. You can go from 140 pounds to 300 pounds, and the body will still look the same. And it wasn't like this in previous 2K games, so they need to fix that. Hopefully that'll change with the body scans too. So that was really it for part 2, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep it locked for part 3.